Whoop. Stay. Speak with Emily in the boardroom. Whoops. Ooh, hello there. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are secured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Nice. Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. And we are definitely not telling you that he died from vampire scissors to the neck. Huh. They are entirely self-contained. There's that broom again, too. Nothing in here. This face looks familiar. Director's office that way.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated...
Yeah, I've definitely been here before.
Follow these simple steps. 1. Two, carry the altered item.
There's that radio. Ah, I don't have a gun. Security level 4. Give me that. Boardroom.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Time skip. Ah, he's not affected because he has his earbuds in. He can't actually hear anything. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. Unknown caller.
Hi, Jesse.
Nothing new.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Energy boost. Internal lockdown and internal security measure is stopping Jesse from looking for Trench's missing management team in the other sectors. Jesse sets out to enter the maintenance sector to find the directorial overrides and lift the internal lockdown. Okay then.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. Who would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Kill enemies without dying. Kill his guards. Kill 5 with melee. Use grip with headshot. Oh, I can only use 3 at a time. Need more source, but I died too many times. Need more stuff. Launch damage, melee damage, energy, health. I'll take launch damage. Para-utilitarian. Additional weapon form slot. Launch grenades. Launch 50% more. Plus 10% melee. Very good.
Hope has asked us to document this.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Mike Pennington. Please help.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Attacks can occur even in previously visited locations. That's absolutely fantastic. Need to get some headshot kills, need to get some melee kills.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Need clearance level 2 for that one.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Wasn't a headshot. Well, that was close to failing that mission. Maybe I should have invested in health. Quarry, ventilation, processing. Alright, 3 more to go. Threshold Remnant. That's one of the things I need in order to upgrade my mod creation limit. Clearance level 4. Clearly we'll be needing to come back to this area then. What is this?
What's down that way?
A merry chase. Investigate the strange light in the break room. Ritual impulse. Threshold remnant. Astral reload efficiency. Health recovery. Of course.
Ugh, this place makes me nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
Probably the same way you did, falling through the floor.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Okay, circle to evade. Okay, got it. Nice, air dash. Friends for life.
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
Shifting positions. Oh man, that is weird. Can't see anything. Hidden location discovered. Do they have to make it unintelligible every time?
Hey, man! What are you drawing? I'm drawing a dog!
I'm drawing the pyramid.
The what?
The pyramid.
What's a pyramid?
A black pyramid. It's in the astral plane.
Airplane?
Astral plane. It's big, white, and empty. Or is it? It's a weird, crazy alien dimension. The white goes on forever. You can get lost in all that white and never find your way back home.
I miss my home.
Huh. That didn't show up in my thingamajig either, so I guess that was a one-time event. Avoid what? Modern technology, okay. Needs a little 2 clearance. Low health boost.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yaha. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. I'm gonna sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back.
Hey, level 2
That's
clearance.
Great. Thank you, Ati.
What a mess, burn the trash.
Yep.
Objects should be kept in a confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when its path. The object is currently bound by redacted. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local redacted reported that the rides would move on their own and that they would be chased out. When these rumors reached the Bureau, see American Overnight Episode 235, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local redacted were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent Redacted by redacted. Agents invoked Formula C.5 to redact the object long enough to redacted. Oh, it did show up in there. I'm not watching that again right now.
Burn the trash. Throw it into fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Too much explosion, got it. An object of power escaped the Panopticon a couple weeks ago, and they want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own, and definitely don't bind it to yourself. Your security chief, Simon Arish.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Alright, well. That's certainly something.